All right, hello everybody. Sorry for the delay. Twitch kind of, or I guess not Twitch. OBS changed settings, and I am very not technologically proficient. So yeah, and also I was I had a busy day today. But yeah. For those of you who don't know me, my name is HanaLi. I am a burlesque dancer, drag king, action sports enthusiast. Not really a gamer, but we are now playing the game that got me into streaming. My whole deal is that I play dating sims, making choices that my partner, also known as the companion, would make because it's funny. I am autistic and on the asexual spectrum, so I end up becoming a very common dating sim trope. I'm also a grumpy pants. So yeah, I am very much like, as you'll see, Death from Date with Death. But yeah, so it's kind of going to be a short stream because I'm going to go watch surfing. It's the World Surf League Championship Tour. Margaret River Stop finals day is today, and yeah, when I'm stressed out, I love watching surfing. It kind of calms me down and also gets me amped up because I like just cheering for different athletes and seeing their hard work pay off. But yeah, I've had a time. If you've followed me on my past streams or on socials, it's been a rough couple of months with just like a lot of highs followed by a lot of lows, and it's continued to kind of be that way. So like I was saying, today was busy because I had to get an MRI on my knee. 2 months ago I broke my finger, which meant no pole, no aerials, and I was like, well, those are my two main ways of working out. What do I do? I should probably start taking some dance classes again. I kind of noticed that I could improve that area in burlesque since I don't take just kind of normal dance classes regularly. And I was like, oh, I've always wanted to learn like hip hop and K-pop dances. And tried that for a month. My knee kept hurting at the end of every class, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's because like I'm just not used to the style, or I don't dance in sneakers. I'm usually in heels or barefoot. Then I kind of remembered I did take a burlesque workshop last fall, and my knee also hurt there. And I was like, well, I haven't been in heels in a while. Maybe that's why. But I kind of just was like, okay, 3 times is a sign that something's wrong. And the knee pain would eventually go away, but it was starting to like creep into like longer than just a day. And then to make things worse, I slipped and fell at work and fell on the knee that was hurting. And then so now my knee hurts whenever I drive, whenever I walk up or down steep stairs. If I sit kind of funny, because I'm a queer and can't sit like a normal person, it hurts. It didn't hurt when I went snowboarding. It didn't hurt when I was skateboarding, but I kind of actually stopped it because I did those before the dance classes, and I was like, well, maybe that's also contributing to it. I got new sneakers, was like trying to work out hip mobility because I have a sneaking suspicion that's actually what is causing my knee pain, because my knees kind of rotate inwards. But I don't know. And I went to the doctor, and she's like, well, good news, not ACL, MCL, or anything bad. Bad news is that because you are a dancer and you do other athletic things, that you could have minor tears. And what we really need to, like, if you would like, you can get an MRI. I work at a medical center, may as well use that to my advantage. So they're like, yeah, go, end of this week on a Saturday, and it's walking distance from me. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the bill. I hope at least like my good insurance covers it, a good chunk. But also was not expecting the MRI to take 45 minutes and then being like, please don't move your toes and try not to like tighten your muscles while it's there. And when you say that to me, I start being like, okay, I must be as stiff as a board. And Yeah, because I've gotten MRIs before on my ankle in a different place. Now it's like very quick, but uh, I don't know if this one they wanted like more a more extensive MRI, or because it's like higher up in the body they uh, need like you to really not move. And also this was a different place. This was in a hospital versus like an imaging center that I had to go to from my car accident with it. That whole deal that happened almost 2 years ago now, where I tried to create a lawsuit and it didn't happen. But in this case, this whatever's going on with my knee is my own doing. It sucks. I don't like not being able to do anything because I'm only just getting mobility back in my finger. Like, it's been very stiff. And yeah, it's been kind of also a headache trying to get life back together after just tragedy and my routine being upended. And then I'm very type A. I like planning things, and unfortunately, life is complicated, and so trying to get a schedule sorted out has been very rough. And also not knowing what to do about Poland aerials. So, like, to get a little bit serious, if you hadn't been keeping up with me, I unexpectedly lost my pole dance instructor. And yeah, it's been hard. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Good news is, booked a couple of gigs. So actually, let's go over. I'm also working on merch. I meant to get this all set up, the sticker, but I don't have it out just yet. I will hopefully in a couple of weeks. But yeah, kind of like what I previewed last month, my friend Mel Raspberry designed a sticker based off of a photo shoot, and I am in love with it. I'm so super excited. Hope people are interested. And yeah, and so upcoming shows, I'm gonna go actually type in, oops, see. And performing with Masala Nights again. You can find them on Instagram at Masala Nights, one word. They are a queer social organization with the focus on the Asian American community. I did their Lunar New Year show, and on May 9th, they're having a celebration of Asian American Heritage Month, and it'll be at Alexander's. Flyer to like forthcoming. With the knee injury, I was trying to figure out what I could do, and but also being like really passionate about representation. I was like, well, I don't just want to do any character. I want to like bring an Asian character, or in this case, I'm bringing back my Kaylee Fry act, which was created in response to learning that she was supposed to be Chinese, and instead we have 0 Chinese people in the Firefly main cast. And I don't know if like people recognize Firefly, but the act is about representation and cultural appropriation, which unfortunately is still a big problem right now. If you've heard about the Hallmark Mahjong movie, which does have an Asian person, but not in the main cast, and it's like, come on, y'all. That hashtag not your Asian sidekick was 15 years ago now. So yeah, it feels like we've gone backwards in progress. So I feel like this is a good time to bring that routine back. And because there is a Firefly revival, and like I said, I used to be a fan. I think some things we should let go, and that's one of them. Also, in June, my drag king counterpart, Tony Fohawk, is making his return finally at Texas Furry Siesta, I think is what it is. I'm joining Otterly Fierce Productions. Yes, Texas Furry Siesta. at the Hyatt Regency in Dallas. The convention is June 19th to 21st, I believe. We are performing on the 20th. It's with Utterly Fierce Productions. They are an amazing drag performance collective that often hits up nerdy events. And Tony's got a new act, and I will show you the preview because I just got this. I'm very excited because I'm making an act about intersectional pride with that, and also trying to revive some hockey skills. Texas Furry Siesta in June, and there'll be more events coming, hopefully. Trying to pace myself. I do have a tendency to want to work when I don't want to deal with stress and feelings and stuff, so but don't want to get burnt out. So yeah, I will keep y'all updated, and hopefully next stream, I think next stream Masala Nights will probably have already happened, but we'll tell you a little bit more about Texas Free and Siesta and maybe some other upcoming events. Okay, but enough about what's going on in my life. Let's get to some gaming, because so I decided my original plan was to kind of play through the route and get to Beyond the Bet, but I haven't, the voice patch just got released this week, so I haven't finished the original game route. But that game is available for free on Steam or itch.io, so I thought I would play Beyond the Bet, which is the DLC that is kind of a follow-up to the game. I don't think there's any spoilers really, because it kind of is inclusive of whatever ending you end up getting. It assumes you get a good ending, I will say that, but I don't think it spoils too much other than death likes us, I guess. But yeah, the Beyond the Bet is you do have to pay for that one, and so I thought we would start there just so that people could have a preview, and maybe you'll want to shell out extra money for that. There's also a bonus character who will also appear in the sequel game, A Date with Death 2 Remnants, and I might end up playing the demo on stream at some point. It's I think it's a little different from Date with Death, but I'm still excited. But also a little bit of backstory. This game is why I started streaming. Just some of the dialogue in the main game just resembled so much of actual dialogue I've had in my real life as a partner, because being an autistic gray arrow ace with very little dating experience, I'm apparently not like a person. Who would have thought? And so I thought it would be funny if on stream because we, the player characters, are assuming the role of the companion, that I would just continue to do this on stream with assorted characters, because like I said, I'm apparently a trope. Not human and a little bit tsundere and easily bullied, I guess. So we're gonna play our player character who is going to are going to make our player character who's going to be a mix of me and my partner. I guess if we had a child, that's what they would look like. I'm never gonna have a child, so this is the best that my mother's gonna get besides the cats. I'm gonna actually go a little paler, so yeah. I did play around with, it was like, okay, mask or femme physique, and the mask physique, the shoulders are bigger than I think what he and I have. But yeah, I do like the There are some very cute outfits, like if you're a fan of what we were going with. I think last time. I love the colorful shirt. And I want to get like more fun hair colors, but we need to get my middle part. We're gonna go with the hair that I very briefly had. I had like reddish purplish bangs. Look like very purple. I don't like that the parts don't match with some of these options. So I was like, okay, this is not quite it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. I had hair that was like a little bit reddish in the front. I've had it a couple of times in my life, like various shades of red. Do those eyebrows. Definitely get with smaller eyes. It'll be boring. And brown eyes. Do I want lipstick? Be plain lips. I like the kind of upset face, but I think we're gonna go with something more neutral. We'll do that. And then I never know what nose to pick, but even though apparently my nose is I get confused, or I don't think I get confused for being Asian as much now, but I did when I was younger. Like, it was a thing. There you go, pretty basic. We're gonna give my partner has got round glasses, so I'm gonna give us round glasses. I want a hat. I think I actually went no hat. I actually do a bow like this, actually, but when I do a headband like that, that's to pull back my bangs, and so, I think let's do a flower crown. I kind of still have the dark hair. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, the companion's kind of a plant guy. And they, them. Gonna do neutral, non-binary. So John is my default name for a player character because that is my and the companion's IRL couple's name. Just gonna go with Lee, like HanaLi, and we got a cat because we got 2 cats. I don't think we need anything. Save the photo. Page editing. Next. Let's do blue. Got this. Gonna keep the pink sheets because I went through a period where I hated pink, but I was like, I'm cursed with these pink sheets that my parents gave me, and I'm too cheap to buy more, so I'm gonna have like all the photos because that's how it is for real. I feel like we would have plants outside because that's how it is. I can get books and plants. That feels... Maybe because I've seen too much Final Destination. I was like, having a shelf above your head feels very precarious. So, name your pet. Our cat in this game is named Richard because my two cats are Willie and Pietro. And for those of you who don't know the story, Willie was adopted when he was a senior. He's 16 now. We adopted him, I think, 9 years ago. And since, he was already 7 and had a previous owner, we're just like, yeah, let's just keep his name Willie. And then it got kind of, jokes with Willie. And then when we got Pietro, the companion's like, haha, we could keep the trend. Let's call him Richard or Peter. And I'm like, no. But then I was playing, I was reading X-Men and Avengers fan fiction because this was during my Quicksilver hyperfixation phase. And I was like, Peter. Let's name him Pietro. That's a good thing. Damn it, I can't get Peter out of my head. So it's Pietro Katzenmoff. So just took him to, I guess if we have a third cat, he's gonna be Richard or Richie. Unless it's a girl, and one of our friends is like, if it's a girl, you need to call her like Yoni or something. But yeah. Okay, so with Beyond the Bet, we've completed the bet with death, and essentially, I guess there's not really any winners or losers because the whole bet was like, who's gonna get whose soul, and we end up falling for each other. So the Beyond the Bet follow-up is what happened, like the consequences of that, because what happens if a Grim Reaper cannot do his job. We are a soul that needs to be claimed, but he hasn't done that, and there's obviously going to be consequences. So hello, Stella Daniel. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm excited to revisit Date with Death Beyond the Bet. So you look up from your computer out towards the night sky. And on the other side of your currently closed window, you see something so surprising, you're sure you must be imagining it. I kind of just got started playing, but yeah, it's been going well. Kind of did the setup to Beyond the Bet since we're kind of jumping in the middle of the story. And there he is. Be like, what? What the hell? Ah, oh great, now I'm seeing things. Be like, what the hell? Are you floating? What are you doing here?
Now that face is priceless. Well worth the trip here, I have to say.
I do play other games. I mainly play dating sims. I don't know if you heard my spiel earlier, but I play dating sims with my player avatar making choices that my partner would make, just because I think it's funny to think about that. But yeah, I've been mostly... Date with Death was the first one that I streamed. I did the Touch Starve demo. I've been mainly playing Date Everything because that game has so many options, so it's taken some time to get through. A couple months ago, played Snowkiss Romance. So yeah, just mostly dating sims. The joke is that there's a couple of games, because I love skateboarding. There's a couple of skating games that I might be persuaded to play that aren't dating sims, but we'll see. Grim?
Don't call me that to my face.
Ah, he's blushing.
It's embarrassing enough hearing it over our calls. It's Casper. That's my real name.
Oh, he gave us our real name. There was this whole thing about my name is confidential. Like, I'm not allowed to tell you this because you're immortal. Oh, thank you, Stella. I was trying to make it as best I could. Casper.
Hello, sunshine. You look like you've seen a ghost.
Maybe I have. A really pretty one, a very cute one that is kind of sexy. So I have a pet peeve about being called cute, but in this case, because it's also Casper's pet peeve, and we've been kind of teasing him. Here you go,
I'm far from a ghost, sunshine.
Are you sure?
Certain.
So you'll admit you're cute, though?
No. I'll admit that you're quite cute, though.
It's like when you put it that way. Oh?
Which you should know to be truthful. Because, as you know well, I cannot lie. Ah, am I flustering you? You're blushing right now.
No, nope. Not flustered one bit. It's just real warm in here. Or I just didn't expect a compliment. It is actually very warm in here. But, let's see. We need to turn the tables back onto him. But actually, I'm gonna go with choice 4, because that has been not quite this line of dialogue has not happened in real life, but I, HanaLi, have exhibited unexpected reactions and actions sometimes, and it takes companion off guard.
Why not? You are an attractive mortal. It's only right I tell you so.
I like that it's still Grim, and I guess we're still processing that we just learned his real name, but I do like that the dialogue still says Grim. You usually call me stupid or annoying.
You are those things.
Thanks.
I like all of that about you.
Mm-hmm. You're a lot more forward in person. I think that is the one thing that Casper and I are very not alike, is that Casper is very arrogant, and or at least puts on the front of being arrogant and being forward, and not me.
Yes, well, it's confusing me as well, trust me. Seeing you like this messes with my feelings and makes me say strange things.
Aw, Casper's discovering romantic feelings. Do I work somewhere? I do. No, I am definitely not a full-time streamer. This is just like a very, very casual hobby. I have a day job, and then I also do burlesque and drag, and yeah, my tagline is lab tech their way through striptease school, as the reverse of when people say I'm gonna be a stripper to pay through medical school, and my friend in college actually was like, well, I'm gonna go to lab tech through a stripper school, and that's actually what I wound up doing in my real life, is that the money I make as a lab tech pays for burlesque classes and costumes. So yeah, streaming, no intentions of ever really monetizing it. This was just a fun little haha thing, and because burlesque started as a hobby, but there is a monetization aspect to it because it's an industry. I decided I needed hobbies where I don't need to get paid for stuff, and so this is one of them.
But, well, they're the truth, so there's no need to be shy anyway.
No. Yeah, but if while playing games start earning, it's really good. Yeah, I did also make the joke that like if I ever quit performing, maybe I'll get into like being a VTuber or something. And I'm just not a very good gamer, but I do joke that like because um, the live performance industry is not doing great in this economy. So and also I don't like leaving the house, but so I joke about like streaming full time, but yeah, just because I am. It's easy when you hit 25 followers. Yeah, I am trying to build a base with like my friends and then an average of viewers and kind of my burlesque fan base, especially since I used to perform like once, twice a month and then would also co-produce shows. So I was like out at clubs like a lot and I'm not anymore. And just so that people who follow me on socials had something to do, I do share stuff like streaming, and so I'm hoping like that fan base carries over because I'm not out in person as much anymore, so they can keep up. So I do kind of like want to build a little bit of a following with my streams, but more just for fun and because people are always like, where can we see you next? And I'm like, I don't know, but once a month you can see me on the internet.
You are cute. That is nothing to be shy about.
You are so kind, person. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. I try to put also good things in the world. Like it's a stressful time if you live in the U.S. So want people to have fun, and that's also why I want to stream these dating sims. Is being on the asexual spectrum. I want to bring in some of that representation. Just stop talking for a minute. You're staring too much. I think my partner's a cocky one, so I don't think this is hard trying to put myself in his shoes. Just stop talking.
Nice to see you looking flustered for a change.
I think I've only ever like seen my partner flustered like maybe once, and that was because I was behaving very out of character. When we were first starting to date. Hey, Grin.
Casper, then. Yes, mortal.
How are you even here? Wait a second. I live on the 5th floor.
You do? Not too much of an inconvenience for me, luckily.
How are you even standing, sitting, whatever you're doing there? Just posing dramatically.
I'm neither sitting nor standing.
I can literally see you on the other side of this window.
Congratulations. Would you like an award? But you'll find I'm floating.
What the hell? That doesn't make sense. I was like, you should give your channel some cool identity, which attracts viewers. Yeah. Like I said, this is just a very like casual hobby. So at some point, I'll kind of possibly figure out something besides my very plain setup. But yeah, like say what the hell. Okay, I'll add this to the list of things I wasn't expecting today. I feel like I've been cheated out of some very important information about you. Since when can you fly?
Since always. Why do you act so surprised?
You're floating 5 stories up from the ground. Wait, can't people see you?
You think I would be so careless?
I don't know. Would you be? No, absolutely. I was like, well, he did break a lot of rules to, like, stalk us. He's talking to a mortal. Should we call him out on this? Feel like
I've cast a glamour.
Okay. Silly me, of course. Obviously, you've cast a glamour. Are you invisible then?
Invisible? No. I've taken another form to everyone's eyes but yours.
So my neighbors aren't gonna see a mysterious man floating outside my window?
If they were to look, they'd simply see a raven.
So they'll just see us talking to a bird. A raven, of course. Why not something a little more cute? You should have picked a bat. Ravens are cute.
Not a good choice?
You have a predictable side to you sometimes. But I do need to know.
Yes?
How exactly did you find me?
You think I didn't know where you lived?
I never told you.
I know everything about you, Sunshine.
By the way, I'm from the US, and yeah, I'm also in the US. So I assume you've come to claim it? My soul, that is. I had a good run, I suppose.
No, I'm actually not here for that.
No, you aren't. Are you sure you can't lie? This is like Peter Pan, isn't it? No.
That's what I said. The purpose for my visit is, I have something here, with me, hidden. Something to give you. Here.
Aw, look. Flowers? What? Why? For me? What? Why is like my response? It should be for me.
Is there anyone else here? Yes, you. Stupid mortal.
Oh, like that, his voice has gotten a lot softer.
You, said you'd like some.
You got me flowers?
I didn't think to ask what type of flowers you liked, so I picked ones that looked like you.
Aw, he thinks they look like sunflowers and like carnations, I think? I'm not totally sure, but they're very cute. Okay.
Brightest, sunniest flowers I could find.
You ever play FPS game? I do not. Like I said, I am very limited with my gaming experience. Casper.
Yes, mortal?
I mostly play, it's PUBG is what it's called? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. I have a community server on DC.
You know, if you want them, you're going to have to open the window.
Oh, of course. Are you going to come in? Or will you stay out there? Stella, I'll think about this. Like I said, not. This is just something I'm trying to keep very casual. But yeah, I'll think about it. Let's do this one, because we could say, come in.
Are you inviting me in? I promise to try and be good.
Yeah, you could totally drop your Discord username. I feel like it could be a little dangerous. Then please do come in. What if I don't want you to be good? We're putting that one.
Then I won't have to pretend now, will I? I'm sure the two of us can find something interesting to do.
You really are a flirt tonight, aren't you? Open the window fully. Don't open the window. That would be so rude to be like, come in, and then be like, oh no, you gotta figure out how to get in. Open the window fully.
Nothing separating us now, mortal.
Flowers are kind of in the way, buddy. Seems that way. I quite like it that way. Coming in, little Reaper?
You wish I was, don't you?
Well, I opened the window for a reason. Are you too scared to come in, Casper?
Today I'm just here to give you these. And maybe next time I'll take you up on that offer. As truly tempting as it is, I fear it may lead to regrets from both of us. Next time we'll see. With us, I feel anything could end up happening, my little human. Here you go, sunshine.
Oh, yeah, let's get this.
Your hands are really warm.
Oh, it's your hands brush when you get the flowers. And yours are quite cold, even through gloves. They're really pretty.
How can hands be pretty?
I mean, how can they not? I meant the flowers. But your hands are quite pretty too, now that you mention it.
Then I'd say your hands are also very, nice. Who would have thought hands could be so alluring?
The tiny text when he's like muttering to himself or like being shy is very cute. What are you whispering about now?
I really must be on my way. I've accomplished the thing I wanted to do.
So soon.
Duty always calls.
Off to steal souls, then.
Better theirs than yours, wouldn't you say? No. You can just hand over yours now if you want.
I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna do this at the end of stream, Stella Daniel, if that's okay, because I have a very, very small setup, and so don't want to miss anything. Better get to work before you get in trouble, my little Reaper.
And since when am I yours?
Since right now, 2 more days and your soul is mine anyway, since the moment we met. I've been calling us like my little human. I don't know if I want to bring the bed up again, but like torn between 2 and 3. But since the moment we met is kind of like not soon. We'll just do this one. Don't be damaging my goods, you hear?
So demanding.
Love that smirk. Casper,
Sunshine.
do be careful.
Since you asked so nicely, I'll try my best. Don't forget to close that window after I leave. Wouldn't want anyone crawling in when you aren't looking.
I think we're that irresponsible. Hey, Casper. Oh, it's the flowers. That's a beyond bed. I wish we had a few more days together. Never mind. We'll be on the bedtime. You'd already planned to take the day off work today, which was lucky, really. Because you woke up this morning with something terrible. A cold. Bah, that's the worst. Your head hurt, your nose was stuffed, and your throat felt like you've been swallowing gravel. Which you hadn't, of course, that would be stupid. You never eat gravel. You decided to stay in bed for the day and rest up, and it's midday when you wake up again feeling bored and lonely. And what better to do when you're bored and lonely than chat with the guy who wants you dead? Casper, where is my little reaper? Where's my little reaper? No, I need auto toggle. Well, now that we've met properly, I don't know if little is correct. I mean, you seem normal sized. A normal sized man. Or something. Anyway, I really am grateful for the flowers. Oh, this message is the flowers suit you. I felt a little stunned yesterday, so just wanted to make sure you knew. Oh yeah, the text I sent voice. It was quite obvious. I saw your face when I handed them to you. Perhaps you've already forgotten. My memory isn't that bad. My memory is. I might be a bit of an airhead, but I remember that at least. And I remember a cute face too. Are you feeling shy? Your ears were red. I think even your shoulders were blushing. Why do you remember my ears, of all things? I have a perfectly good face you can admire. Your ears are attached to your face, Grim. Is the rest of you not worth admiring? It is. Right, of course it is. Huh, mortal, you fall into my trap once again. I am that alluring, huh? Yeah, you're pretty alluring, or to be honest, I can't keep my eyes off you. Perhaps the flowers are a bad idea. How so? Maybe they were. Well, I love them. Yeah, so. Now you're being so teasing, perfect, fantastic, gorgeous, sarcastic, hilarious, inspiring, considerate. The first word, sure. The rest, I will leave that up to you. You're not disagreeing. Neither am I agreeing. I'll take it. That's 1 point to me. I'll take it. I am starting to think you have a kink for bullying people, you know. What if I do? I have a kink for blushing Grim Reapers. Maybe it's you with the kink, with the being bullied kink. I'm not judging. If anything, it shows we're super compatible. Link. It's cute, and honestly, it's teaching me something new about myself. Almost always choose the one with the emojis. To be totally honest, I feel as if you have uncovered a new part of me. Wait, you agree? I was joking. Perhaps I enjoy it somewhat. You are the only one in the history of my existence to treat me like this. Or like anything but someone to be feared. I mean, I am someone to be feared. But mayhaps this is not too bad either. So no, I will not agree that I have a mortal kink for it, Sunshine. But it is refreshing. This was way more honesty than I was expecting. I am astounded right now. I guess that's permission to keep on teasing then. Or, well, I don't plan to stop anytime soon. This arrangement works for me. Sigh. Not to backtrack, but... What did you say? I have a kink for bullying people? Honestly, Grimmy, you just make it too easy. It's fun. Can hear him groaning, because I would be groaning. I like teasing you. You're feeling a hunger I didn't even know I had. And I've been absolutely starved, apparently. Well, fortunately, you are a capable mortal who can feed yourself. Aw. That's no fun, Grim. Come feed me. Feed you? What, like a child? Ah. I'm waiting for the airplane. You'll be waiting for some time. What if I flutter my eyelashes at you? Would that change your mind? I'll get down on my knees and beg, pretty please. I think that's the first one, because, my theory, and it depends. I think you can interpret this like whether Casper is a switch or a bottom or a top. There's multiple possibilities in this game, but my own theory is that Casper is a bottom who likes to cosplay as a top because ticks one to no one. Even though we did annoy him in the main game. You can annoy him with baby speak. See, I told you, you make it too easy. It is not my intention. You just overwhelm me sometimes. It is a strange foreign feeling. No one else has ever pulled at my heartstrings, so... Oh, he has a heart, y'all. You should be careful there, Grimmy. A person could misunderstand what you mean. You're just trying to trick me for my soul again, aren't you? Right. Yes, I am, of course, being a crafty Grim Reaper because I want your soul, because that is my job. Of course. Feeling conflicted, Casper? Confliction is beneath me. I am always sure of myself. Even when it comes to me. Do I make you feel things you didn't know possible, Grim? Wait, maybe you really like the idea of feeding me. Ooh, I like both of them, but I'll look at the first one. I have plenty of abilities, John. Amazing abilities. To lie is not one of them. Yes. You make me conflicted, confused, angry, happy, sad, all at once. But that is my own problem. Perhaps there was a fault in my creation. He's discovering feelings, y'all, and feelings kind of suck sometimes. I think you're perfect. Any other time, I would agree with you. I have always known I am perfect. And yet today, I am not certain of that fact. Oh no, Casper. Ugh. See, we need to be more like Casper, more confident. I will deal with it myself. Don't you have something better to do on your days off, mortal? You have so few days left, and you use them to torment me. It seems a waste. Well, actually, I'm in bed still. In bed, sunshine, it's nearly evening. You should be having dinner, not lounging. Give a person a break, Grimmy boy. I'm feeling off today. Pretty sure I'm dying, actually. I'm feeling off today. I think I've caught a cold. I figured I'd just stay in bed with Richard and chat with you. How have you let a common cold take you, mortal? Did you go to sleep with wet hair? No. Yes, always. No. I mean, I don't think so, at least. Did you leave her window open all night? Nope. Left it wide open for you. Maybe a smidge. It's funny because, since I'm allergic to basically anything that grows on the ground, I'm always like, close the windows. And my partner's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, it's not fine for me. So I'm thinking, should be like left it wide open for you is it's a good tease after he told us not to. What a foolish decision. Anyone could have slipped in. I live on the 5th floor, Grim, you know that. There are others like me. And beside that, what if a wild animal climbed the outer walls and jumped in your window? Ah, yes, all those mid-city wild animals. So, I went to college in Houston, and I think it was my junior year. Or no, it was my sophomore year. For a period, I was on the 3rd floor. And this was a whole deal with roommate conflict, but yeah, roommate insisted on opening the windows, and my friend came in and was like, "Hey, did you know that cockroaches can fly in?" And I was like, I would rather not have that, but I'm less like I hate cockroaches, and because they've destroyed some books when there's an infestation. And also cockroach poop is a really common allergen. But I was like, well, okay, I hate that. I should let my roommates know, and maybe they'll finally shut the windows. But yeah, just friend casually coming in and being like, "Hey, did you know that cockroach is gonna fly?" And I was like, bro, what the hell? I feel like the chances of that are pretty slim. I'm dealing with a fly infestation though, so I feel like that would be a better way. But a chance nonetheless. You have little care for your own well-being. I mean this in the kindest way possible, but that is so ironic coming from you. Death is not the end. Wanting to move your soul to the afterlife is not necessarily a bad thing for your well-being. For some people, it is a blessing. Life can be painful and lonely. What comes after is not so. I guess I never thought about it like that. Still, I'm perfectly healthy, usually, and way too young to die. I'd say in this case, causing accidents trying to take my soul is probably not good for my well-being. Yeah, you try to drop a piano on us, Grim. That is beside the point. Anyway, we are not talking about me. We are talking about the countless wild animals that could be racing your apartment as we speak. I think I noticed that. Maybe they'll be friendly. That would be my answer. Like, I'm kind of convinced I'm gonna die. Trying to pet a sea otter or something. Realize that I got very lucky in avoiding rabies because of a bat. So, yeah, bats are cute, but you kind of don't want them in your house. Definitely don't want to touch them with bare hands because they do transmit rabies. Like, best thing to do if you find a downed bat is call a rehabilitator and I think there's actually instructions at Bat World Sanctuary that tells you what to do if there's a down bat. But yeah, so I dodged rabies. But I think the companion is less like animal obsessed as I am, so he would pick. I think I noticed that. They could be tiny. What, you think a colony of ants is going to destroy my room? Like I said, bugs. I had some books ruined by cockroaches. Ant infestations are never fun, especially carpenter ants. They could destroy your room, actually, carpenter ants. I also don't, like, I try to like all animals, but, you know, when they start interfering with my life, that's when I'm like, nope, zero tolerance. And yeah, I got sent to the hospital as a kid, stepping in an ant pile, so I don't think I'm allergic, but clearly it was like, maybe I'm slightly allergic, I don't know. I've not had multiple ant bites since then, thankfully. So yeah. Grim actually has a point. Crazier things have happened. Yes. Especially in this game. Like, in the early parts of this game, we keep dodging really, like, random accidents, and it's because Casper keeps trying to take our soul, and we are resisting death. Okay, well, I think the invisible colony of ants hasn't caused my flu, Grim. Likely not. But it is not impossible. I suppose I should turn to the more mundane. Did you forget to wear a coat when you left your apartment? It's just a cold, Grim. Grim is starting to sound like an Asian parent. It happens to everyone. It's super common. It does not happen to everyone. Actually, for me it does. It is an illness purely for mortals. Okay, you got a point there. Sure, but it's not a big deal. It's just a bit inconvenient. But hey, it means I can talk to you some more. How so? I don't see what stops you from talking to me when you're well too. Well, I usually be at work. You could try cleaning your glasses. Open your eyes super wide and maybe you'll see. Usually be at work. Oh, I just realized, sorry, I'm gonna do something real fast. Everybody's missing all the, there's not really a good place to, like, put me. But, everybody's missing all the fun ads. So I'm gonna move myself back over here. We missed our chats. This does get in the way of video chat. I'm gonna move myself up top. Because there's video chat stuff. So yeah, now everybody can see the fun, scoot things over there. Yeah, it's hard to, like, I'm trying to, like, balance chat with everything. So okay, now you can see the fun ads that 2.5 Studios has. Okay, I speak to you on work hours every day. Okay, well, if I do that, I'll probably get fired. Why? As long as you get your required work done, why should whatever else you do matter? See, that's kind of why I like being a lab tech, even though I do have, as staff, I have regulated hours. To be honest, that's how I feel too. Alas, my boss wouldn't agree. Well, I think you should let this boss of yours know that you may speak to whoever you wish. I'll be right on that. Excuse me, sir, the Grim Reaper wants to chat. Bye! You are rehearsing it, good. It's also extra funny from, like, if we're talking to the companion, because he works for a corporation, and just imagining, like, big CEO with that. And I guess, like, I work for a university, like the university president, who's not my main boss, but just, I like imagining going all the way up high, and like, hey, the Grim Reaper would like to speak with you. Perhaps say that if he gets in the way, he may find his life cut short. You wouldn't do that. He does not know that. I don't think he'd believe me. But what does that matter? I'm meant to die today or tomorrow. If this illness does not take you first, it's a cold. An unexplained illness. You must have some idea. Why are you sick? How have you allowed this? Well, way to victim blame, Casper. I don't know if there's any specific reason. It's just going around again, I guess. That is not sufficient for me. How dare something like a cold take root in you? I appreciate the sentiment, but it's really no biggie. You're accepting this illness too easily. You must be prepared to fight back against that which wrongs you. Should I see your head? Your stomach? I'd say both. I'm bleeding out of my eyes. I'd say both. I feel so tired for a person that's done nothing but sleep. Oh, I hate that feeling. Well, not that I've slept very well, but I've been lounging around all day. You did not look unwell when I visited you last night. No? How did I look? Captivating. Flustered. As well as absolutely captivated by my good self, of course. But how could you not? Me, captivating and flustered? Are you sure you're not thinking of yourself? Ha, I would take that as a compliment, but your words are dripping with sarcasm once again. I would never be sarcastic to you, Grim. Ah, I was not aware you were a comedian. I have been practicing my jokes. Knock, knock. I do not like these jokes. This is me. Knock, knock. Who is at my door? The Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper who? Okay, I actually hadn't thought the joke this far, though. Or this far through. I guess we'll never know. You can hear me like that. That is immensely unsatisfying. You finish the joke, then. Let me know when you work it out. We are 6, so yeah, no. Hey, you are the comedian here. You finish the joke yourself. I'll be waiting. Glad to know that sickness doesn't not dampen your personality. You love my personality. Yes, of course, almost as much as I love Azrael. Answer this. Wait, Azrael's is blushy. Speaking of Azrael, where is he?
He is resting. His role is tiresome, so he spends much time recuperating.
Can you bring him over? I want to see his cute little face. Pretty please.
I told you, he is resting.
Can he not rest in your arms? I wouldn't mind resting in your arms. I think he'd enjoy that.
Ha! My arms are much too muscular to be comfortable.
Then how about my head against your chest? It looks pretty firm and supportive. And while you hold me to your chest, I'll cuddle Az so he doesn't feel left out.
Well, it would be a lie to say that does not sound cute. Well, we are too far apart for that to be possible, of course.
Well, when I come visit, I'll snuggle with him. Then we won't be far apart at all.
I very much doubt that you will be visiting me here, Sunshine. But I'll humor you. So you are sick. Well, at least you look cute snuggled up like that.
Oh, what's that? Speak up, Grim. I can't hear you when you're mumbling.
I said you look cute snuggled up like that.
I'm going to melt into my chair and disappear. A cute little Casper puddle. Oh. Do I?
Yes. It is beyond annoying.
Scary Casper puddle, not cute. How so?
I should not find a mortal cute. I am a being created to hunt, to take, to destroy, and to rebuild. Not to be doing whatever it is I'm doing.
Well, I don't mind. It's nice when you call me cute.
Most mortals, I imagine, would find it terrifying. You are unique, Sunshine, to say the least. But this is all far, far beside the point. How could you be sick?
Quite easy, actually. Didn't have much choice in the matter. It's not like I saw an ad for sick people near you and rushed on over. It just happened. Why are you making such a big deal about it, though? Everyone gets sick.
I do not get sick.
Like, ever?
Yes, like ever. Reapers do not get mortal sicknesses.
What about Reaper sicknesses?
They do not exist. Well, except for soul sicknesses, of course.
I cannot accept the sickness of yours. Nothing should be able to touch you except for me. Possessive, are we? Maybe if you say please. That seems kind of worse than a cold. Yeah, it's like your soul.
At least its cause can be pinpointed. You, however, are much weaker than me in that regard.
Hey, oi.
Are you or are you not sick for no reason?
I'm sure there is a reason. I just don't know it. I hate it when you're right.
Which proves my point. It is nothing to be upset about. You and I are simply different.
It's kind of funny when he sticks his tongue out.
The body of a mortal is much more fragile. You should take more care of yourself. How am I supposed to take your soul if you are unwell?
Quite easily, I imagine. Wait, doesn't that just make it simpler for you?
I suppose I should be agreeing, but taking your soul like this... This simply just does not work for me. I do not accept it.
Well, not much you can do about it, buddy. I don't think your acceptance makes a difference. You can't exactly pull the sickness from my body, can you? Take a walk along our soul bridge and chase it away from me. Let's go with that.
What? I am not some vampire who sucks out illnesses.
Hey, I never said anything about sucking. Pulling, Casper. Pulling. But that's obviously not actually possible. Too bad you can't really take it away. Maybe humans will evolve and become immune to being sick as well one day.
Who knows? I think it's more likely you all kill each other. And then I can retire.
That is so real.
Anything is possible. Perhaps there was once a time where Reapers could become ill too.
Hi, Pietro.
Or maybe We are as we always have been.
Find a place, please. Huh. You live forever, right? Is the very first Reaper still around? Do you know the first Reaper? Who was it?
I have no answer for you there. I do not have access to classified information like that. I am just a lowly Reaper.
Called himself lowly, chat.
If it is even documented at all.
Please find a place to sit. That's not on the keyboard. Why wouldn't it be? You didn't just all appear out of nowhere. Right?
I can't say. I don't know how we came to be. We just simply are.
Forget me being sick for a second, okay? I have a question.
Go ahead.
I really like your name.
I understand it may be difficult for you to recognize, mortal, but that was not a question.
The definition of a question is a sentence worded or expressed so as to elicit information. What you said was a statement. I know this is a difficult concept. Shut up, Pipsqueak. Shh. I am getting to it. How did you get your name?
How do you think?
Do you have Reaper parents who gave it to you?
No, I have no parents. I have no family at all, technically. Though, many think of their fellow Reapers as their siblings, I suppose. A sentiment I do not share, unfortunately.
He's a loner. Wait, you don't have parents? What, did you just spring into existence one day?
That is likely the simplest explanation.
Huh?
No one is sure exactly how we are created. But I have always looked as I have now. There was no childhood, or parents, or growing up. I have always been the Reaper you see now.
Yes, I've always been this handsome. I didn't ask. But you had to be created somehow.
Likely, yes. But I do not remember it.
So how'd you get your name?
What if I told you that was classified too?
Well, now you know. Ha, got his little cow emojis, which I love. Casper, you already broke the rules telling me your name, didn't you?
I chose it for myself.
Cool.
I do not know why, or where it came from. It just felt right.
Oh. I like it.
That is appreciated. I also enjoy your name.
Most generic character name, which is why I think it's funny. Do you enjoy when I say your name? You know what your name would sound great with? My last name. Like we're proposing already. Do you enjoy when I say your name? Casper. Oh, we're getting the groans. Like, Casper. Steve?
My name is not Steve. Apologies to every Steve out there, but that is not as good of a name as Casper.
Yeah, you're definitely a Casper.
Sunshine, you don't know what you're doing to me here.
Pretty sure we do. Making you fall hopelessly and completely in love with me? Hey, dear gods, you should watch what you say. You might give me a heart attack otherwise. Are you saying it's true? That's one way to get out of the bet, hey?
There is no out. I must get your soul. If I do not, then someone else will.
Can't you just lie and say you took it?
Gods, what have I gotten myself into? What you ask of me is my death.
To be fair, you're also asking me to die.
Well, yes, I suppose I am. What a position we've found ourselves in.
It seems a little unfair. I like talking to you, Casper. It's not fair that has to be over so quickly. And I know, life is unfair, yada yada. But this sucks.
I know, Sunshine. That is the nature of what you are, and what I am. There are still too many things I am unsure about for this to be over tomorrow.
You and I are different. I know this, and yet
I'm still looking into your peculiar soul. Time is unforgiving. I have little choice in the matter, just so you know. I exist for this job. I am this job. I am a tool for those more important than myself. I do not decide who should die. I am just the one who makes sure it happens.
I know. Yeah, I understand. I actually feel sorry for you.
For what reason? You should feel more sorry for yourself.
You're stuck where you are. Sure, us mortals live and die and all that, but we're capable of change. We're capable of making decisions that affect our lives. It feels like you can't do anything but keep existing, doing the same thing day in and day out.
Perhaps that is why I've enjoyed this. Enjoyed you. You were a little bit of change. Sunshine, stay right there. I won't be long.
Huh? Casper? Grimmy? Where'd you go? Hello? There's no response. Confused and slightly annoyed, you shut your laptop for now. You feel a little lonely all of a sudden. It's a bit of a strange feeling to you. You never thought of your apartment as lonely. You enjoyed living alone, decorating your rooms to your liking. But right now it feels a little empty. You get out of bed, legs wobbly, and put your laptop back on your desk. Just in time to make eye contact with someone outside your window, eyes wide. You hurriedly open the window, and a little shyly, he steps inside. Oh, he actually came in this time, y'all. Casper.
Sunshine.
Slow pan.
I told you I'd have no problem coming in.
Grim Reaper's in my apartment. Wait, are you here for my soul?
I can hardly take it with you looking as you do.
Damn, look like shit. Are you calling me ugly? Wow, I look that bad.
I didn't mean it like that. You look much more ill in person. Come on, let me help you to bed.
He takes your hand, his gloved fingers gentle, and leads you to your bed. He tucks you in carefully, and that feeling of loneliness is instantly replaced with a strange warmness. Being looked after by the Grim Reaper wasn't on your bingo card, but it's not so bad.
You shouldn't be walking around. Where is your water?
I wasn't really feeling like...
Incorrect. Wait here.
Hydration, everybody. Casper disappears from view, walking away from your bed and into your kitchen. You're thankful you actually washed your dishes last night. He returns, a glass of water in his hand.
Drink. You are unwell. You must keep yourself hydrated.
I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll take it.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet.
I will prepare you a mortal meal.
Mortal meal? I don't like how you call it a mortal meal.
It is food for a mortal, is it not?
Is that any different to what you eat? Where'd you go?
That is beside the point. I will not be long, so stay in bed, okay?
All right. And then he's gone again, figure disappearing back into the kitchen. Butterflies rise up in your stomach. That's a strange feeling, too. Like you're a kid in the schoolyard. You're thinking on this when it starts. Banging. Clattering. Something falling. Then silence. You stare towards the kitchen. More banging, more clattering. You want to jump out of bed and go see what exactly is going on, but you do feel a little faint. Control is staring intently at the floor, but I think he's just being a cat. You instead decide to trust in Casper for better or for worse, and await whatever he considers a mortal meal. It's around 25 minutes later when he reappears. What the hell was all of that? I'm a bit scared to ask. But what was all of that?
All of what?
The banging and clattering and stuff.
Your kitchen is a tough beast. It required some reining in. It fought admirably.
It's a room, not a beast. Is there any kitchen left?
I believe I only started one fire, but I handled the issue myself.
Right, just one. My fire alarm needs new batteries then. The worst part is knowing you can't lie. Casper makes his way to your side, the smell of food reaching your nose. It doesn't smell terrible, but it does smell burnt, whatever it is. But looking up at him like this, that doesn't matter much. Over video calls, and even when he was at your window, it was hard to tell how, well, handsome he really is. Well-toned arms, a good-looking face, perfect hair. It hits you then how wild the situation is. He looks between you and the bed, cheeks slightly flushed, before he sits down carefully on the edge of it.
Here. This is the first time I am cooking for someone else, so...
He hands you the plate. On it is... You're not totally sure at first.
It is mortal food, correct?
Looking closer, it almost looks like pancakes. Have you ever made this before, Casper?
Of course not. I have no time for fancy cooking. Fortunately, I am good at nearly everything I try my hand at. I simply searched on the internet and created them perfectly.
They're perfect. They're quite charred. Funny story. I learned that when I first tried to cook for the companion when we were starting to date, he was like, yeah, this is great. And then later he's like, actually, no, you're never allowed to cook again because I have what I call white people taste buds. Like, I don't like spiced anything. It's part of it's growing up with a mother who was very sensitive to salt, and she has her own flavors, but just I think because I had the autism mixed in, I just plain rice, plain bread, plain everything. So I didn't know that. So when my partner revealed that, no, he was horrified by what I made for him. The betrayal. So we're gonna tell him it's perfect, even though it's not.
Yes, I know. Eat up, sunshine. You need to conserve your strength.
Thank you, Grimmy.
It is the least I could do.
The least. The least you could do was not come over, tuck me into bed, and feed me dinner.
You're sick. What kind of person would I be if I just left you alone? Go on, eat.
You look down at the food. You look back at Casper. You look at the food again. And you decide that for him, you'd eat it. I used to screw up pancakes a lot, so, I mean, I guess, yeah, you don't want burnt pancakes, but it's not like, he didn't make poison. Fortunately, it's not burnt all the way through, so yes, he's not the worst, but I've had, when I first started to try to cook pancakes, they would be burnt on the outside and undercooked on the inside, and it was a whole thing. Yeah, the middle is raw somehow. Yep. Casper and I, it's cooking at too high of a temp and making it too thick is what I learned. Lovely. Still, it's not terrible, and you managed to get it down. We were sick, so just, the fact that we could eat this, even though maybe if our nose is stuffed up, we can't smell the burnt.
So, how was it?
It was interesting. The best pancakes I've ever had. Maybe you missed your calling. Don't lay it on too thick, because it was interesting. You've outdone yourself.
Ha, I knew you'd say that. I can do anything I put my mind to.
You sure can, Casper Westford. Somehow, I'm not surprised. Tease him a little bit.
You seem to have brightened up a little, but you must be running a fever.
Oh, I'm so concerned. Casper takes a plate from you and sets it aside before coming back to sit on the edge of your bed. He looks down at his gloves, conflicted, before he pulls them off. His fingers are long and thin, and his hands are without a single blemish. Of course, knowing Casper, that was a given. Your heart skips a beat as he raises his hand to your forehead. His fingers are cool and refreshing. You feel yourself almost lean into his touch. You look up into his eyes, which look back down towards you. You see yourself reflected in those red eyes. He opens his mouth as if to say something, then closes it again. He does this a few times, and you wonder to yourself what exactly he wants to say to you. But he never gets the chance. There's a zap, as if an electric current had just passed between the two of you. Casper pulls his hand back in a flash.
What the?
Some people say they feel a spark. What was that? He stares down towards his hand incredulously. Unsure, he reaches back out towards you, his hand finding your cheek. It's not as abrupt this time, but you feel it, like an electric buzz where your skin meets.
Oh. It must be because of our connection.
Oh yeah, like our souls are bonded because Casper has been trying to figure out why we resist death for so quite often.
Our bodies react to our touch. How strange. I've never read of anything like it.
You lean into his touch again. It feels nice. There's silence between the two of you, a silence that seems to stretch out for far longer than it's really been. It's filled with a common understanding. Tomorrow you must die. If you don't, then you win the bet, and his soul is yours for the taking. You're two people connected by misfortune, both trying desperately to avoid the inevitable.
Sunshine,
Yes, Casper?
I should go.
Reach out and take his hand. Will you stay instead? Wait, don't leave. Please don't. Will you stay?
What?
You know, I'm so sick. Who knows what will happen if you leave me? please.
Okay.
The room is even darker now. The sun set some time ago, but you barely even noticed it. You were too concerned with the man in front of you. The man you've come to be quite fond of. I only have one bed, though. Oh, the trope.
I hardly need to sleep anyway.
Would you do it with me anyway?
Sleep? With you?
Yeah. Wait a second. I mean, literally sleep. Snooze. Catch some Z's.
Of course. I knew that, obviously.
Casper, we're too sick to do the nasty.
You are inviting death into bed with you, Sunshine. It never ends well. Not for anyone.
I don't mind. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I like the challenge.
You have no sense of danger.
I'm serious, though. You said it yourself. I was meant to die a long time ago, right? I think I lived all this extra time to meet you. You take his hand and pull him down beside you, moving over to give him room. No one else has ever laid beside you in bed like this. He puts his head down on the pillow, staring at you through the darkness. You ever wish things were different?
I wish so many things were different.
Like what?
Sometimes I wish I was a human. Wish I was capable of change, as you put it. I've always been proud of my work. I still am. But that doesn't mean I don't wish for more. For something different.
Why not do it? He smiles now, just slightly. There's sadness behind it.
I'm not like you.
What would you do if you were human?
I would do what I wish to do now, more than anything. Something completely foolish.
You've always been a little foolish, Casper. It's good to be foolish sometimes.
Get some sleep, Sunshine. You feeling better is more important than anything else.
Your eyelids feel heavy now. Your heart races. And yet you feel calm, laying beside this man you think you've never felt so safe in your life. Ironic, really, when he happens to be the Grim Reaper. You slip away, drifting into a peaceful sleep as you feel his hand still in yours. You woke up this morning to find Casper gone. At first, you stressed out, thinking that something happened to him. Or worse, you imagined him all along. But as it turns out, Casper's just in a career that doesn't wait for anybody. You found a note on your side table that said he left food in the fridge. You shiver a little scared, but it's the thought that counts, right? After getting up, stretching, and spending time with Richard, you notice a flyer under your door. There's a big festival on tomorrow night. Fireworks, stalls, and a fun time await. You sigh just a little. That would be nice, but technically today is the day you're supposed to die. Water plant. I think, yeah, okay, we get the water plant. You give your little sprout a big drink of water. Though you don't speak sprout, it seems to say thank you. Oh, where did our pet go? Oh, the door says. Put your ear to the door, ready to eavesdrop on your neighbors once again. But instead of whispers or phone calls or proclamations of love, you hear the sound of moving. You poke your head out, curious to see people from a moving company carrying boxes from the apartment next door. It seems your neighbor is very suddenly moving. Feeling a little disappointed, but also incredibly curious, you go back into your apartment and think for a while on your next door neighbor. You never met them, never even got their name. Life is pretty fleeting, huh? gonna chat a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna head out. Have patience, please. Yeah, in my initial playthrough, I didn't know about the little internet things. They're funny little Easter eggs. Let's get in here. Yes. John, are you awake yet? I hope you're feeling better this morning. I know I left a note, but I still feel it is proper to also apologize for leaving so abruptly here too. Work calls as it does, and you... Well, you were sleeping very soundly. I could not bring myself to wake you. I'm awake. Did you miss me? Thanks for making me breakfast. There is no need to thank me. It was not difficult. The remains of my kitchen say otherwise. I still want to thank you. Ah. Yes. As I said last night, your kitchen and I engaged in a manner of battle over who would be the dominated. And who would be the dominatee. Once again, I have found myself the superior. To my kitchen? Correct. I don't know. My kitchen can throw some hands when it wants to. I found that out myself. And I conquered it. Congrats. Casper, conqueror of kitchens. I imagine you're saying that in jest, but it is true. In fact, I may put that title on my resume. Oh, put me as a reference. And what will you say if anyone calls you about me? I'm scared of phone calls I wouldn't pick up. I'd say your track record work-wise is a little iffy. I put on a funny voice and pretend they called the wrong number. So, I think not even that he's scared of phone calls, but just because there's just so many spammers out here that, I think all of us don't take calls from unknown numbers, and that turned out to be a huge mistake when I got hit by a car, because I almost had both of my emergency contacts not picked up. Thankfully, the companion was bored at work and was just like, oh, fine, I'll take this call. Because apparently, when my dad didn't pick it up, they didn't leave a voicemail saying, hey, our employee got hit by a car. And ironically, I was off that day. I was going to go to occupational health for a different issue. But since it was at my workplace, my department got notified, and I went through the chain of command, but didn't leave a message, so it could have just been like, oh, hey, no one's coming to get this person, which I was half expecting. Let's say, put on a funny voice and pretend they called the wrong number. You are hopeless. Are you feeling any better? Surprisingly, I feel fit as a fiddle. Good alliteration there. How can a fiddle be fit or unfit? Great question. I'm sure someone smarter than me knows the answer. But yeah, I feel good actually. Good guess, that's good news. Very good. So I guess this is it then, right? Day 7. You come in to take my soul? Mm. Or will I get yours instead? There is a complication. Huh? Are you trying to weasel out of our bet? Hardly. I told you I'm honor-bound to accept the outcome of our bet. But I'm afraid that currently I am dying and I believe it is your fault. What? Is it that soul sickness thing? Did you spend too much time here? Now I feel bad for asking you to stay. It is something far, far worse. What? I have caught what you may refer to as the common cold. Oh. Casper, you made me worry it was something serious. It is serious. It's a cold. Maybe it's your sugar reapers. Our reaper does not catch colds. Yeah, they don't have similar immune systems as us. I told you, it is impossible for mortal viruses to take hold in my body. It has never happened before in all of history. I have taken the souls of hundreds, thousands infected with illnesses. They have never touched me. It's impossible. It should be impossible. But right now, I am sick. It is terrible. How could you have caught it then? From sleeping next to me? I do not know. All I know is that I'm certain that I may perish by the end of the day. That seems a little dramatic. Come here, I'll kiss it better. Kiss it better. What? I do not believe something like kissing cures an illness. Have you ever tried it? No, of course not. Then it might work. Come on over. See, this is the kind of stuff that, IRL, I have. The companion says to me, if this sickness isn't the death of me, you will be. Perhaps you will win this bet of ours, mortal. We agreed the limit was a week. That is only a few more hours from now. That means your soul is all mine. Correct. It is what we agreed to, and it is perfectly fair. But let me tell you now, if this happens, it will not stop another Reaper from being assigned to your case. I loathe the idea more than anything. Someone else viewing you as I have. But I made the deal and I will stick to it. What do you mean? Won't you stick around if I win? Mortal, do you not understand our arrangement? If one of us must die at the end of it. Huh? Wait a second. That's not what I want. When I said I wanted your soul, I was mostly joking. I don't want you to die for me. You asked for my soul. There is little way to give a soul but dying. That was our agreement. Well, I've decided I don't like our agreement anymore. That matters little. It matters a lot. We agreed to it. Come on, I'm giving us both an out. I don't want you to die, and I also don't want to die. Let's call it off. It just wouldn't matter. If I don't take your soul, I'm as good as dead anyway. There is no happy ending for either of us in this. Frowny face. I don't like this, but there could be, you don't know for certain. Sorry, sunshine. I'll probably be dead from this godforsaken cold before the day is out anyway. Before I die, there's some things I wanted to talk to you about, though. Stop saying you're gonna die. I seriously won't let that happen. If you're good at anything, it is not dying. That is actually what I wanted to talk about. I've always known there's something strange about you, mortal. I have watched you for some time. How long is that? You did say you picked my nickname a long time ago. It's been a few years now. I was only ever supposed to take your soul. But I suppose even your radiance affects someone so shrouded in shadow like me. I like that alliteration. It is somewhat amazing the way you capture people so. I never thought I would meet someone who could do it to me. I've done some research. I believe your soul is very unique, John. Have you ever had a sick friend, or a family member, or a colleague who then expressed that they felt better when they're around you? Oh, there was one time in school, I had a cousin like that. I was a stranger on the subway. There was one time in school. A friend of mine fell over and scuffed her knee, so I took her to the school nurse. Oh, sorry. I totally just right-clicked and didn't mean to. I'm gonna... But we are kind of needing to wrap up, so I'm gonna try to finish this conversation. Let's see. I swear there's so much blood, but by the time we got there, it was a scratch. My friend said it must have been my healing aura. Perfect. I knew I was correct. Correct about what? My soul is, well, I must balance it, but it is inherently darkness. It is death. That is something every Reaper must deal with. But I read of something even more rare than a Reaper's soul. A soul that is lightness in life. One that directly opposes that which I possess. I think that is what you have. What? I don't think I have anything amazing like that. I have superpowers? Superpowers. That is what you're getting from our conversation? You have superpowers. That must mean I do too. You are still human. Immortal, I think. Whatever ability your soul lens, you will be much more mute, I suppose, than mine. Can I fly? No. Can I go invisible? I doubt it. Can I run super fast? You tell me. Okay. I just ran around my room. It was at a normal to less than normal speed. Perhaps your superpower is running at a normal speed. That's a lame superpower. Then perhaps your superpower is the power of annoyance. You are pretty good at that. I think that power only works on you, Grim. It certainly does. But I do believe there's something you can do. I think you have the ability to give away parts of your soul. Yours is the power of healing, but at the cost of yourself. It is a dangerous ability. And also, maybe you can't die. I'm unsure about that one. This is insane. Like, really? 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 Did I not already say as much? Yes, really. Are you sure, though? Like... I know I'm hard to kill, but maybe this whole healing thing's just luck. It was the second reason I brought you those flowers. My soul had become unbalanced, and I had a small bout of soul sickness. And being near you took it away. Just like that. Oh. And here I thought you just liked me a lot. I do. I wanted to test my theory, but I brought them to you because I thought you deserved them. I mean, you deserve much more, but it is all I could give for the moment. Why is my brain working incorrectly today? I cannot think straight. I don't know how you mortals handle all of these illnesses. They're beyond inconvenient. I cannot even go anywhere to buy medicine. That medicine does not exist here. I could always give you some. I'll nurse you back to health. I'm practically a doctor. I'll nurse you back to health. That doesn't sound so bad. But I don't even know if your mortal medicines would make a difference to my body. Are we that different deep down? We all have the same parts, don't we? The same parts. Maybe he doesn't have an immune system. Cannot say I spend much time fiddling around inside people like to know. Oh, that's certainly one way of putting it. Oh, maybe you should fiddle some more. This needs to have like pervy winky face. That's certainly one way of putting it. Seriously, you should work on your phrasing. How so? It is the truth. I have spent very little time inside. Ah. I see where your mind has gone, once again. Forget my phrasing, you ought to work on that imagination of yours. We both know you like it. That is not true. You do not know that. I really do. Wait, what if normal medicine made you, like, mortal? What? What is the basis for that hypothesis? It came to me in a dream. I have a really good source. No, we don't. Which is this brain of mine. That doesn't count as a source. Wonderful thing. Huge. Wrinkly. Pulsing. Shush. Every single word that comes from your huge, wrinkly, and pulsing brain is nonsense. How do you actually live with that thing inside your head? I do not know. But what if it did work, huh? No more Mr. Grim Reaper. You just be Casper. Well, it does not sound so bad. Would you even survive in the human world? Do you have any practical skills? I just checked the time, and I do have to go feed my cats too. So this is a very awkward spot to kind of end on. But and we didn't really get to the beyond the bet portion. But so I might play some more of this. Yeah, so I might play some more of this next time. But yeah, it's I think the dialogue or the voice acting is excellent. I think they're called efforts, like the things with the ellipses. It's just a really nice touch, and I know a lot of work went into by Jonah Scott, the voice actor, and then the devs like working it in, and yeah, just this was a lot of fun. Did not get to the bonus character. I have heard what he sounds like because one of the developers, CL, basically leaked it for us. Like they streamed the whole game the day before it was released. Yeah. I am going to sorry, I'm just checking on a couple of things. Yeah, so I'm going to head out. And yeah, probably, I usually stream kind of on a monthly basis. Sometimes it usually depends on basically when I have the apartment to myself, and just because there is a lot of extra noise and stuff. But yeah, if you're in DFW, check out Masala Nights and their Asian American Heritage Month party on May 8th. Party starts at 7:30 p.m. Performances will probably start closer to 9:30, but it's at Alexander's, which is a bar and a restaurant, so you can come get food, get some drinks, get a good more front row seat because the stage area is a little small. But it'll be a good time because small stage means that we have to end up doing a lot of crowd work. So, yeah, come join us if you're in the area. We are still working, or I should say, D20 Burlesque is still working on trying to get the virtual Date Everything show set up. Just, technology keeps changing and want to make it safe. So we'll keep you posted on that. You can follow me at hanaliburlesque, all one word, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, where I post these VODs. And yeah, I'm either gonna play more of this next time, maybe more Date Everything. Found You know, as I mentioned, Date with Death 2 demo is out, so might play that instead. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. Be good to each other, except for the Nazis, and take care of yourself, and have a good evening.